up? What's up? This is C Documentaries about to get into. How's it going, guys? C Documentaries, your boy. What's up? What's up? Okay, I'm gonna go into it about smear campaign, target individuals. Y'all know what smear campaign is. Y'all watch my videos. Target individuals. Y'all know what's up. I want to say, family and friends. When you're going through this stuff, be careful. Keep it as target individuals. Be careful. Try to eat the. Try to not eat. Excuse me. Try to keep your friends close, but not too close. You know what I'm saying? But don't keep away from them. But just kind of observe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your distance and be isolated a little bit. I hate to tell y'all that when you're a target individual, but you need to distance yourself a little bit. It's nothing personal. It's just with the shenanigans or the theater that you see outside that you go through, or whatever you've been accused of. It's hard to identify who's what and who's who. I have realized that my friends and family are trying to help me in a way. I mean, they're still do the shenanigans. Don't get me wrong. They're still gonna do it, but I realize that they do mean well. It's just I realize this is how this works. Okay, if they tell anything about this sham that's going on, they become a target individual. Nobody wants to be a target. So they have to play the game a little bit because nobody wants to be a target. So I get it. But I couldn't understand. I started thinking it all through. I thought it through more. I was thinking of Mr. Cowan. I was thinking about Brandon. I was thinking about Kevin. I was thinking about Duke because I was thinking Duke gave me pizza and I was wondering why. I was like, he tried to sabotage me God knows how many times, and I seen everybody do it in a certain form. But I didn't understand why they were acting nice so a little bit, but then they'll sabotage you. So it's kind of weird. It's like a weird game to me. It's like they'll be nice to you, but they're still going to try the shenanigans that everybody else outside tries. So it's kind of weird in your head because you're like, why would you do both? But I understand why now. I've been reading on Scott Snitzer, and he's been telling me a lot more. I've been reading a lot more about why they do this. And it's not because they hate you personally. It's just they don't want to become a target. So and some of it, like I said, it's money involved in this targeting stuff. I really do believe it. There's no way a lot of people would just join in a regular. There's a catch to this. If they catch anything, it must be a reward somewhere. For you. If they get anything on you, that's dirt. Dirt wise, I do believe that 100% because there's no way that people are going to do this for free. They think somebody's crazy. There's no way they're going to spend that much time on one person trying to figure it out. There's no way. There's a reward somewhere. But I think if they tell the game the way, they become a target. That's why they don't tell them, they don't say anything. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Because I've watched everybody say something close to something that says something like Mr. Cowan. Mr. Cowan said something and I was kind of shocked. She was like, Corey, you never know who's listening. Then I remember when James, he would always snap his fingers when he was around me, and I noticed that he never said much. He always kept it quiet and low. And that was kind of a sign for me, and I kept wondering why. I was like, he never really goes into detail when he was here because around me, because he knows the deal. So I mean, there's certain times, and I know they can't say anything, they can't blow the whistle, they have to play the game or they'll become a target, and nobody wants to become a target, so they have to do it this way. So I get it now, and I call it the theater outside. Is the way they play. Like I've told you in my other videos, y'all have seen how I tell you stuff that happens and I can pinpoint when they're going to do it and all that stuff. It's a theater. They want me to see it. I realize that now. They want me to see what I see. They want me to react. They want me to get angry. They want me to do this stuff, and that's why they keep doing it on a day-to-day basis. And I couldn't understand why, because I'm like, what is the point of this? The point is to get you to react, and that's the whole point of it. That's the whole thing, is to get you to react, because once you react, they have something, but since you're not reacting, they're like, and they get irritated, and like I said, they start swearing. See? You know what I'm saying? So that's how that works. If you are going through a target individual, try to eat healthy. I hate to tell y'all guys, I don't eat healthy. I need to do better. I swear to God, I eat terrible. Honey buns and I eat ramen noodles and whatever I can eat because I ain't got the money like that. But I'm saying if you can, try to eat healthy, because the more healthy you are, the better you are during this program, what you go through, and the worse you eat, I think the program gets worse. That's what I believe personally, because I can tell you that eating bad is just my way of coping with it, but that's not a good way to roll. You need to eat more healthy. It's necessary, if you want to survive this game, because like I said, you don't want to be having problems in the future. So I tell you to eat healthy, because the more healthy you eat, the more better your mind frame's going to be, instead of just not eating anything and just going off steam, because you ain't got nothing to go on. You're gonna lash out, and they want you to react anyway. So as soon as they get it, they're gonna run with it. They don't care how they get it. And y'all watch my videos, so they don't care how they get the reaction. It's just to get it. So I document that to y'all because I want you to understand that's how it works. That's another thing too I want to tell y'all. Don't let these people fear you too. I want to say that too. I've had times where I've almost gotten accidents for people trying to wash my lips, like dozens of times. I flick people off sometimes too, and that's not the way you're supposed to do this, because the more you show anger, the more it brings you more into the program. You draw more attention to yourself, and it's not me trying to draw attention, but when you see stuff I see, and you see people do this stuff to you, it hurts and it's sad. That they would pick on one person and do that kind of shenanigans like that, on the road while you're driving. So you can't even focus, and you're looking like them, like, go, you're trying to drive and go where you're going to go. But instead, they're trying to watch my lips to see if they move while I'm driving. So they'll get in accidents and everything. Like I almost hit somebody, and I had to honk my horn twice, 3 or 4 times just to get the girl to go. But she'd rather sit there and watch me half the time. So they're putting their life on the line. And is it really worth that much to you? Really? Is your life worth it? That's a good question. I'd like to ask them one day, but I can't do that. But that's what I think in my head. I'm sorry. No game, no money, no like that. It's not worth my life putting on the line to get, especially somebody if they think is out of their mind. Why would you waste your time doing all this stuff? I don't understand it. But they put their lives on the line, when they go out there all the time. It's a stage, like I said, it's a theater, but it's just to get a reaction. That's why they do these theaters. Like I said, and it is your energy. Like I was saying before, it is your energy. It's what you're putting out, and that's what they vibe off on. If you're having a negative vibe, they're gonna take full advantage of it. They're not gonna care. They don't. They have no. These people are scumbags that do this stuff. They don't care about the reason why. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about you. They just do this. It's sad to see people do this. Rather, if they thought someone was insane, get help for them, or crazy, get help if that's what they believe. But instead, they rather do these shenanigans to you. And it's sad when you see it, because you're looking at them like, you got to be kidding me, especially if you think out of your mind. Why pull all the charade then? So the charade is basically short. You're not, but they're going to do it. And this program I don't believe it ends until they want it to end, I guess. That's what I've been reading from Scott Schnitzer. He's telling the truth. I really do believe that. And unfortunately, everybody will try. Family, friends, it does not make a difference. I don't put nothing past nobody. And I'm sad because I've seen everybody in family, friends try. Well, at least one time I've seen it, and I'm sad to see that, because but it's everywhere. They can't help themselves. They're programmed to at least try it, and they got to. Do I hate it? Yes, because they could tell. They know, especially people that have known you for years, and that's the sad part. I have it at my job now. I have people doing it all the time. My friend Andrew, I know him for a long time. He does it all day long, and I just watch him. I get sad at it because I could tell he really doesn't want to do it. I could tell he doesn't want to do it, but he knows he has to, because that's what everybody does. And it's sad, because I'm a human being one way or another. Whether you think I'm out of my mind, whatever it is, I'm a human being. And the fact that you can be treated like this is the scumbag way of people doing this stuff to you. It's ridiculous. They are cowards, and I call them ridiculous, because they could do this to a human being, one person, and I just don't understand. I think it's cowardly, personally. Like I said, everybody has thoughts. That means everybody's saying something. I feel like they should be jumping on everybody, but they don't. Unfortunately, that's just the way this game goes. But it's really saddened me sometimes. I look at it and I go, man, what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to handle it? I keep wondering in my head. But all I can tell you is try to just hold on and don't give up, and keep going. Like I said, prove them wrong. They say I'm crazy, talk to myself, so they're going to keep trying. It doesn't matter what I do, they're going to do the same thing. And it doesn't matter if I'm nice, if I'm mean, they're going to do what they're going to do. So I say the best way to do it is kill them with kindness. Don't let them bring you down. Keep going, And I don't know if isolating yourself is the best answer, to all of it. I want to say keep living you. Try to find as many friends as you have, true friends, and you can find them. I say hold on to them, because in this game you're going to need somebody, because the most time you're going to feel is isolated to yourself. and you're never going to find that comfort. So I say, if you can find somebody that's cool and that you at least can trust, take advantage of, keep it. And if they are pulling the game on you and their family and friends, still try to keep reaching out. I hate to say it that way because I know you just want to, you look at them like, man, I've known you for years, and to see you pull it on me, it's kind of like shady as I don't know what. But I want to say, still reach out, because even though they're pulling the game, which they are, I'm gonna be honest, it's true, but there's some good in them, and it's not all bad like you think. There's pros and cons to this game. So the pros is, hey, they're gonna come through for you. The cons is they're gonna try, and they're gonna try because they know what everybody else knows. And unfortunately, the sad part is in this game is that the people that do know, and family and friends that do know, they do the same shenanigans, and they don't tell you why. They don't try to help you figure this thing out. They just pull the same shenanigans as everybody else, because that's what everybody else is doing. So there's either money involved. That's all I can think of that makes sense. There's money involved somewhere in there, for them to try so hard. I think there's money involved, or just the curiosity. I think just want to have fun, just curiosity. Izzy, that's what comes to my mind, because I can't figure out which one. It's got to be one of the two. No, my friend Kevin, it's got to be the money, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Because Kevin's about the money, so I'm thinking it's got to be some money involved somewhere in the game. That's what I got to believe, 100%. But I believe some people are getting paid off, and I believe some people just do it for laughs and giggles because it's fun. They're bored, they have nothing else to do. You're here, so entertainment. He's supposed to be out of his mind. Let's make him, crazy. But like I said, do not let these skits and the theater shows they put out there for you, ruin you, who you are. You're a special person, a special being. And if you let them ruin you, they will. And the goal, like I said, is to get you in fear. And like I said, not to kill you. Like people say to kill you. No, it's not. In Target Visual, it's not to kill you. It's to make you fear and keep yourself hidden and stay away from the world. That's the whole point of this game. What you gotta do is be like, okay, look, are you gonna, whatever the crime is, I told you my crime. Either I'm gonna cower away or I'm gonna go forward, and I have to go forward. So I'm no coward. So I gotta go forward. They're gonna pull it on me. I get pulled all day long at work, 24/7. It doesn't matter what I tell you; they're gonna do it no matter what. So I have to let them do it, because I fight. I call them out. They're gonna lie. I've done everywhere. If you watch my documentaries, I went everywhere, and they're doing the same thing. And no matter what I say, they still do the same routine. It does not matter. And I can call them out on it, and they're gonna lie. And like I said, and the reason why they do that is because they don't want to become a target individual. So that's why they don't tell you the truth, that you're being targeted. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you what's going on. They're not going to tell nothing about that. And the reason why is because they don't want to be the one that they blow the whistle. They become the target. They don't want to become a target. So they have to keep that away from you, unfortunately. And it's sad, because the people that do know, it's kind of sad, because that's your family and friends. You'd be like, man, you could tell me what's up. No, they're not going to. And then the reason why is because, like I said, they don't want to become a target. And if they become a target, they know how this life goes. So they're like, no, I don't want that junk. They're like, nope. So they're like, yep, we're going to keep this on the low. We're going to shut up, and we're going to keep it hush hush, because I don't want to become a target. And that's why they don't want to deal with what you're dealing with. And I can't blame them in a way, but it's kind of sad. It's like I said, remind me of, like I said one time in one of the videos, it's you or me. So it's going to be you. It's not going to be me. I don't want that. Heck no, don't people on me like that. That's just messed up feeling. So they don't want it. So they're not going to stick up for you, even though the right thing would be is to stick up for you, but they're not going to, because a whistleblower, like I said, it'll be just everybody on you, and you don't want that, especially if someone has a bad rep. This program, I'm not sure how long it lasts. I think it lasts as long as it has to. There is no answer to that. I haven't figured out how long this lasts. I really haven't. I wish I knew. But I think it's over until it's over, so there's nothing you could do about it, which I'm sad about, because it's like, man, you just get tired, you just go, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and you just be like, and you get tired, and I just get tired after a little while. I'm like, man, this is so boring. This is what you're gonna do, but I know it already, and there's nothing I say. And this girl at work, I was working with Lila. She's not a bad person, but she's faking the funk today. I knew it today when I saw her. She said something about her family, somebody issues, whatever, but I don't believe her for jack. I believe she did exactly what she was doing because she was mad she wasn't getting no reaction from me. She wanted to see me squeal, and I didn't squeal, and I think that's what it was. It was just what it is. Because people get mad when they get mad when they can't find anything on me because they're like, he's not doing anything. They're like, let me get mad. They go, and they start cursing out of nowhere, and they're always mad, and they're blurting words to themselves no matter what I do because they want to see something. They're not seeing anything, so they get irritated. Everybody does it. I don't care if it's out there on the street. I don't care if it's in here. I don't care if it's anywhere it's at. I tell you this. I promise to God, they'll swear to themselves every time when they don't get nothing. Dang it. Because they all want to see something and not seeing it, so they're like, and they'll try again and again and again and again. They'll try 4, 5, 6 times, 7 times, but when they don't get it, they always get mad and they swear to themselves every time, and that's when I know they're trying already because I'll see them look at me and they go, dang. And that's that look they give me, and then I go, oh, okay, you were already trying, and they'll keep doing it because they want the results. And if they don't get it, they get negative and they get violent. And I don't know what it is. Because with Lila and Brian, the one I saw from Item House I was working at, I saw the same routine. And I started telling my mom, I was like, you know what? I said, I see the same routine. I said, you know, when they can't get what they want and they're not seeing what they're supposed to want to see, I said, they get mad and they go, ugh. Every time they get mad, I go, okay. So that means I'm making them mad because they're not getting what they want. So they turn to assholes, pretty much in short. Why? I don't know. But as targeted individuals, this is what they do. Because they want to see you talk to yourself. They want to see it so badly. And they could tell I'm not that way. But it does not matter. They got to see what they want to see. So as a target individual, I tell you to stall them out. Stall these fuckers out. You know, let them get mad, angry all they want. Let them do their little stage shows, whatever the hell they want to do. Let them do it. Let them get mad. Starve them. I mean, that's my message. I see, starve them, because it's stupid, and you have to do it this way. And it's sad that there's nothing you can do that's going to change anything, and it's sad you have to do that way, because it's like, man, I'm a human being. Whether you think I'm out of my mind, or talk to myself, whatever, I'm a human being, and the fact that you have no right to treat me like that, no matter what do you think of me? There's no way. I'm a human being. You know, I have rights just like everybody else. I don't care if there's a crackhead on the street that talks to himself. He still has rights. Who cares? Come on. I've seen crackheads do all kinds of crazy stuff I've seen in my life. And you don't see me, jumping on them and following them around, stalking them and staring them down and hounding like a hawk. No, we ain't doing that to them. We don't care. They're bums, right? Whatever. They're bums, whatever bums. Well, I mean, crackheads, little bums, whatever, etc. You know what I'm talking about. So, but as a target individual, I think we all need to stick together. People that are going to being targeted, I think we need to stick together, because this stuff is sad that I'm seeing, and I'm sad right now, what I see, and I'm disappointed. I saw a cop do the same things as everybody else out there, and I said, damn. I said, man, I really am alone. But I want to say, target individuals, we need to stick together, because I think us sticking together can stop this program from people doing this to people. I really do feel that way. That's the only thing we're going to stop this movement. Past that, it'll be the same thing. Somebody else will take on the same thing as just what we're going to do, and they're going to be doing videos, and they're going to be video cameraing people. And I can say you could take pictures of them, like I told some other videos before. You can do your pictures and videos, but it won't help you none. I think it just draws more attention to you, and what they're going to do is do the same thing they always do, and it's still going to make them do what they're going to do. It doesn't change anything that you took pictures of them doing it in videos. And of course you're not lying, but it's not going to matter. They're going to do what they're going to do. So your evidence is worthless. Like my mom said, the best way is just to ignore it, unfortunately. Ignore it, because they want the reaction. They want you to get mad. They want you to get furious, because they want you to look crazy, because they're not getting what they want. So they do dirty. They go dirty. I mean, they go below. I used to always say, other people go below the belt. You said women sometimes go below the belt when they get in fights with the man or whatever. They go dirty below anything I've ever seen in my life. They go past that point, because they don't care how they get it. The goal is to get the reaction out of you. The goal is to get you, get you to that point where you're just mad. They know they're doing it. They just don't care. They have no sympathy for you. They don't care about your well-being. They don't care. They don't care at all. And it's sad these people do this. Like I said, I hope karma's a B when this is over, because people that do this to other human beings is just disgusting people to me, that will put themselves in harm's way just to get something from you. A human being. If somebody was doing that to them and they were riding around doing that stuff to them, they wouldn't find that too funny. They wouldn't find that cool. If they couldn't, go around and next thing you know, everybody's doing that to them, they'd be mad. They wouldn't be able to handle it. Not at all. Because they're so used to their world, they'd be like, I can't handle this. Because you don't know what you don't, when you're in that situation, everybody says, I know what I'll do this and do that. And I'm like, you don't know what you'll do when you have people on you like that. You have no idea what you'll do. Because you've never been stalked and stared and followed and just watched and get a theater show every day of your life. I mean, that's not very fun. And I think anybody that goes through that, I mean, like if you got that happening to you every day, I mean, you'd be burnt out. You're gonna lose it sooner or later. And like I said, you try to target individuals. If you get mad about something, and you get angry, I want to say don't take it personal. Like I said, don't get mad at yourself. Don't beat yourself up too badly, because I do it. I get mad too sometimes. I have to, because I mean, dealing with this stuff sometimes, it's hard for me some days, because some days are good, some days I have bad days, and I can't figure out, and I try to deal with it the best way I can, because I'm just sad they would do this to a human being. I mean, just personally, to a human being, whether they think they're crazy or whatever they think them to, but the fact that they would just, do this 24/7 to somebody, and then expect them not to be kind of out of their mind. Really, to be honest, I feel like all the shenanigans they pull, I feel like they're worse than anything I've ever done in my life, because the stuff they pull, I mean, it's like unforgivable to me, between the cars and the stalking, the staring, the turning around on you, you know what I'm saying, and the theater shows they put on. I mean, they're worse than you've ever done in your life. I mean, if I'm supposed to be so crazy, or whatever you're supposed to be as target individuals we are, we're supposed to be so bad. I feel like they do so much things worse than what we've ever done in our lifetime. And people may not agree with me, that's fine, but I say that because that's ridiculous. They put their lives on the line just to see if you're out of your mind. I mean, like, that's ridiculous. No, I just don't understand that. Why would you do that? I almost got in accidents like 3 or 4 times in one day because they do this stuff. And I have to drive like I'm going fast because they're going to waste their time on me. And I just get tired. I'd be like, can we just move forward? I'm like, man, in my head, because it's so annoying. I can't go forward if you're trying to, they're trying to pull you back in. That's why they reel you back into the game. And they pull these shenanigans, these setups. I call them setups in theaters, because they put on the show. And they do it all the time because they try to pull you back in, because they want you to get back into the game. They want more attention. And that's why they do this stuff. And to you, you're just trying to go forward, and do your normal thing, go to work, come home, do what you got to do. But they're not going to let you do it that way. They gotta stalk you, stare you, they got to follow you around. They, you know what I'm saying? They'll do anything they can. As soon as they see you, it's game time. But like I said, you can't let them get the best of you. You got to keep going. You got to push through it. If you push through it, it's going to make you stronger. I do believe that 100%. What my mom said, it's going to make you stronger. But you have to keep pushing through it. And it sucks. I mean, like, it sucks out of nobody. I mean, in nobody's business, because you don't get no break. And people say you do, but the only time I get break is when I'm in my room. So I don't know anywhere else. Everything else is more of a show to me. It's game time. I might get a little bit of, a little excitement here and there, but I really don't get much freedom, because, everybody's going to, like I said, everybody's going to try the same thing. Different, how the tactics are different. For family and friends, it's a little more, it's a little different, but you still do the same stuff. It's just a different form of it. But I gotta say, being a target individual, I want to tell y'all people this, that you do find everybody. What's good about this program? I gotta say, you find everybody's true colors. That's for sure. You will see the good side and the bad side of them so quickly, because when you're going through this, you will see, like I said, the good stuff, and you will see, like, okay, well, they're doing some good things, but then you're going to see the stuff they pull, the shenanigans you're going to pull. So like I said, you see the real them. I can tell you that. You will see the real heart and soul out of these people. Everybody you run into, you will know who they really are. They're going to show their butt. If their butt is out there, they're going to show it. So you'll see it, instead of it being normal, like you'd be like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know that's, you would never seen that side before. Now you've seen all sides of them, one way or another. So you'll see it, and I really have to say that is something that you do see. I don't know nothing about, people say that there's you have God's calling, and and the angels and all this other stuff. I don't know for sure. I couldn't tell you on that. As a target individual, I couldn't tell you that means you're special. You've been enlightened to what I mean. You are being enlightened to the real world. I'm not gonna lie. You can just see what people are really capable of. I'm not gonna lie. You see you see their lows, all the way to the T. Their lows and their highs. You see them all. But I can't say that you're enlightened or you're like some special, unicorn or whatever you want to call yourself, or spiritual. I couldn't tell you that, because I don't necessarily, to be honest with y'all, I don't necessarily believe that you're just spiritual, one, or just chosen one like the Matrix or something like that. I don't really believe in that stuff personally, but it does, when you are playing this game, it is kind of like the Matrix. And basically, in short, everybody's out to get you. You're the target, and that's part I do agree with. But I couldn't tell you like you're some spiritual angel, you've been chosen, God's chosen one. I don't believe in that. I believe, somebody did pick you out. Yes, I believe so. You were picked out somewhere, and it was random somewhere. Somebody picked you out and was like, all right, this is the one. Let's experiment. Let's see how far we can take this guy. How far will he go? Until they're done with the program with you. So, which I don't know whenever that'll be. So you will be, be treated. You'll be alienated. You just have to keep taking it in and try to be strong. It's been hard for me. Like I said, I've gone from job to job to job to job to job to job to different jobs, because I always get in fights, because I get tired of that after a little while. The stuff they pull is like amazing, and you can't really, like I said, you can't defend yourself. And you can't tell them nothing. Like I tell you, it won't make no difference. They're not going to believe you, and they're still going to do the same thing they were going to do, whether you told them or not. It won't make no difference. They're going to do it. They're going to do it because they can. It does not matter. And so I say that part is the grimiest part of all, because you already know they're going to do it. And the saddest part, like I said, for you, is like a rerun. But for them, it's something, it's like, I'm getting closer, I'm going to nail him, and they feel good about that stuff. And I don't know why they have pleasure in bringing somebody else down that they could tell there's nothing wrong with, but they'll do it because that's what they know. And they'll do it. Kids, adults, it don't make no difference. Everybody will do it. But you have to keep a positive mind frame. And I really tell you that's why I said eat and keep yourself head clear, Find distractions, find other things to do, because find somewhere where you feel safe to yourself, and find other things to do to keep yourself, active, so you don't think about these things. Because the more you think about it, the more you're gonna lose it, and you're gonna fall for one of these theater acting shows, and you're gonna fall for it because you're not thinking, you're not thinking clear as you're supposed to. That's why I say eat healthy, and do activities you like to do. Find stuff that you like to do. Like I like to play video games. I like drawing. I've told y'all my art. So find something that you like to do. Whatever it is, find it and go to it and stay with it. And I say keep doing it, because you got to find something that keeps your mind off the thoughts about what they're doing. Because if you put your mind on this stuff, it's just going to drive you insane. And that's what they want you to do. Like I said, they want you to mess yourself up to the point where you slip up and you do something they think is, like I said, quote, quote, crazy. So, and once they get it, they're going to run with it. They don't care how they get it. Like I said, you don't care. They don't care about you, how you get it. And I want to say you're not alone, target individuals, and don't believe everybody's against you. It took me a while to understand that, because in my eyes, I looked at everybody was the enemy. They all could have been Mr. Smith for me. It wouldn't make no difference. And it's not that I hated them personally. It's just because of the game and the shenanigans that I go through, and the theater shows and all the kind of games they play, that it makes me feel like everybody's against you. But not everybody's against you. It's not the way it seems. I believe there's more to it. Like I said, there's pros and cons to this stuff too. Like I said, family and friends, there's pros and cons. Will they do some of the stuff? Yes, they will. I admit 100% they will. I have no doubt in my mind. But I want to say there's some good in them, and they do see us some good in you. So don't ever give up and think everybody's against you. I want to tell y'all that as target individuals, because like I said, I believe that. Nobody could have gotten near me for a little bit of time, because I thought like Mr. Smith. I'm like, well, how long before, try, what are you going to do? And it's not that, I was scared of that. It's not scared of the fighting part. It was just the fear of, to me, it was the fear of being, done like that all day long. And I take it already out in the street, so why would I want to take it from people I know? I don't want that. So I'd rather just stay away from you. and I realized that's not the best way to roll. Like I said, it's not best to isolate yourself, but still you have to keep your distance from people, because your family and friends will try, and it is not a lie, and they will try. It is nothing. I don't think it's personal. Personally, I mean, it does suck, and excuse me, it is personal. But I want you not. You have to take your ego off the equation. You have to take yourself out of it. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at it like, okay, well, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and you got to be like, okay, how long can I deal with this? And if you can't deal with it too much, I said just get away from them for a little bit, and then come back and see them. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. So it's not gonna matter what you say. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. So you have to, play it out and play the game, unfortunately. And it's sad, it really is, because family and friends supposed to be like your first ones, you roll to, like that's your bread and butter, but unfortunately, when this game plays out the way it does, you have to keep your distance to a certain degree. And I don't think it's personal. It doesn't mean you hate them. It's just, it's the game. It's the game you're in. It's the dice you've been chosen. So I really do say it to people out there that are targets. Don't take that personal. Don't think like, oh, okay, well, everybody's against you. No, everybody has a feel on you. They have, like I said, you have been accused of something, so they all gonna do what they're gonna do. But there is some good in them, and they're not bad people per se. That's all I want to say. So I want to get that across, because, like I said, my eyes, like I told you, anybody could have been it. I would have seen Mr. Smith everywhere. I might have been Neo. Or I've been a cat, as a cat and a mouse, and I'm the mousetrap. I'm everywhere in the maze, but the cats are trying to get me. It's the way I looked at it. So, like I said, it took me a while to understand that, because I started thinking about stuff people kept doing for me, and then I was like, okay, even the guy at the shop up here, I told you I always go to, he was like, man, you all right? You eating healthy, man? You all right? You cooking, man? And I was like, yeah, I cook sometimes, man. I throw down. He's like, you all right, man? Cause he look at the food I'm buying junk food, and he's looking like, man, what are you doing? And I was so he was actually worried about me, because, he could have been like, well, I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? So that tells you that actually, there are people, like I said, that do care. It goes, there's limits to it. Even my friend Andrew, he stuck up for me at work, and I appreciate that. Even though, he still tries the same routines as everybody else outside that door. But like I said, but there's some good, like I said, there's pros and cons to this stuff that I'm realizing. So, the Seed Documentaries, signing out.